Dito po 'no, you mentioned Jesus Escudero. Ano po ba nangyari behind the scenes? Kinausap na siya ng grupo niyo? Papaano siya biglang sumulpot dun out of the blue?
Hindi ko siya nakakausap. Wala akong alam na nakakausap. I think there was a time nakausap niya si Senator Raffy Tulfo. Kaibigan naman niya yun eh. Senator Raffy Tulfo, Senator JB. Alam ko nakausap niya one time or another. And then Raffy Tulfo and JB and Migs have been talking to our colleagues, not only sa atin, sa amin, kundi doon sa mga nasa majority. Nag-uusap naman talaga sila eh. And naramdaman namin at naramdaman nila na parang sila mismo, naho-hostage sila eh. Hindi nila gusto yung nangyayari. So, blessing in disguise yung kanina, last day of the session kung tutuusin, kamuntik na kaming mag-extend tomorrow eh. Pipilit sana namin mag-extend sapagkat we are already in violation, Christian, of the rules of the Constitution. We were about to cross actually we crossed it already. The constitutional prohibition of adjourning 3 days before or after the other part of Congress. For example, isip ko nag-adjourn kami last week. Hindi pa kami tumatawag. Pangatlong araw na ngayon na hindi kami tumatawag ng session. Ang House mag-a-adjourn sinidi nag-violate ang Senate. Kung tinuloy kung hindi nangyari yung kanina, and Senator Escudero being a former Senate president probably knew that the Senate would be violating the Constitution because of the absence of the members, the so-called the old majority. Diba? Siguro, ayaw naman, he didn't want to be identified with us. He did not want to be identified with the minority. He did not want to be identified with the majority. He wanted to be identified as a senator. Yun ang tindig niya ron eh. Nung nag-usap kami kanina, ganun ang tindig niya eh. Diba? And I think it's something to that effect ang binitawan niyang press statement.
So walang kapalit itong pagsipot ni Jesus Escudero? Wala siyang hiningi?
Wala akong nakasisiguro ko, wala kami pinag-uusapan na gano'n.
Okay. So ginawa niya to out of a sense of duty. Kumbaga altruistic ito.
The entire Senate, well, hindi naman siguro entire sapagkat meron din mga, I'm sure, meron kontra. Pero majority of the people in the Senate this afternoon and the Senate employees, for sure, mahigit 90%, ay tuwan-tuwa and they were clapping. Ngayon lang nagkaroon ng pumasok isang senador sa session hall, nagpalakpakan ng buong gallery. At ang balita sa amin, sa mga opisina sa taas, nagpalakpakan lahat.
Actually, nandito ako sa Tokyo po kasi, no? Kanina merong gathering with a small group of from our Filipino community here. Nakamonitor kami sa Senate kanina. Ganun din, nagpalakpakan, nagsigawan.
Praise God.
Aside from more than the decision of Jesus to show up, nagpalakpakan nung declared na ousted na itong si Alan Peter Cayetano. Ang dami talagang gigil at saka busit na busit sa kanya.
Oo nga, nagpalakpakan din kasi ngayon lang nangyari experience ng Senado yung gano'n.
Opo. Pero nga kasi, hindi ba siya scripted? Kumbaga talaga nagulat kayo na susulpot si Cheese. Kasi right after he showed up, di ba, you went through the usual process, tapos dineclare na yung seats as vacant. Ang ibig sabihin ba naka-ready kayo dun sa ganong contingency, pero nag-iintay lang kayo ng isang susulpot?
Oo. Yung iniisip namin, iniisip nga namin sana silang lahat eh. We were hoping that the majority would come, that the then Senate President would come. And what we were hoping for ay talagang na-embody doon sa sinasabi ni Cheese. Sabi niya, this is not about loyalty, betrayal, or choosing one group over the other. Sabi niya, this is about duty. Perfect eh. At sana yun din ang maisip ng mga kasamahan natin na ibang mga senador. This is about duty. This is not about the Senate presidency or who's going to be Senate president or no. It's for the Filipino people. It's your duty. Inelect ka para dun eh. Hindi ka inelect ni ganito, ni Tarpulano or ni ganito. Hindi. Inelect ka ng taong bayan eh. Do your duty.
Tingin niyo po ba dito sa ginawa ni Cheese na ito, with this singular act, he was able to redeem himself after everything that he did before this? Ano po yung tinutukoy ko? Yung forthwith, yung
Oh yes.
pagkalingkad ng paa niya doon sa forthwith, tapos pangalawa, of course, yung pagkakasangkot niya di umano sa flood control.
Yes, as a matter of fact, pagka talagang tinitingnan natin yung mga yung mga pangyayari, nakikita ko yung mga kadahilanan eh ng mga pangyayari. Pero ito maliwanag ito. Definitely Cheese Escudero is for the country.
So I know you've been openly saying that you wanted Senator Sherwin Gatchalian to be the next Senate President. Is that the direction really? Kunwari, makakuha kayo ng 13th member, Sherwin Gatchalian talaga, or are you still
Yeah.
open to a comeback?
Hindi. I think Sherwin Gatchalian would be a very good Senate President. He would be a unifying Senate President. Ako'y nakapagsilbi na. I have been a Senate President thrice. 17th Congress, 18th Congress, and also now in the 20th Congress. So, been there, done that. At syempre, meron din akong mga natapakan. Di ba? Meron akong mga kalyo na natapakan. Merong may hindi gusto sa akin. So, pinakamabuti is try to find a unifying member of the Senate. And I think Sherwin Gatchalian would fit it to a T.
Okay. Yung nga po, no, matagal na kayo dyan sa Senado, and just help us give us the perspective of a veteran dito, no? Kasi I cannot remember in our history kung saan ganun karaming senador in our recent memory na possibly makukulong dahil sa mga kasong kinakaharap. Arestado na si Jinggoy. Si Joel, kung makasuhan ng plunder, pwedeng non-bailable din. We're talking of Marcoleta, meron nakakasa sa kanyang plunder din. Tapos si Robin Padilla, merong obstruction of justice, pati kay Alan Peter Cayetano. Si Bongo, paano kung madala dyan sa ICC rin? Katulad ni Bato, magkaroon ng arrest warrant. I mean, hindi ba kayo mauubos dyan? And how does this reflect on the Senate as an institution?
Of all the questions you posed tonight, that one is a nightmare. I can only describe it as a nightmare. I hope it does not happen. And Sherwin Gatchalian, who might be and is now the acting Senate President, even if the way he has handled the 2026 budget after the controversy was talagang grabe, and he was hands-on and transparent. He's gonna do good, as Senate President. Pero pagka yung sinabi mong problema, palagay ko dyan puputi ang buhok ni Senator Gatchalian.
hindi na talaga makakapag-asawa ba?
Ay, lalo nang hindi makakapag-asawa yun, mawawala na ng oras yun. Yung mga staff niya, lalo na sa staff ng Committee on Finance, lahat dinadasal na magkaroon siya ng asawa or ng girlfriend, at least, na medyo talagang makukuha oras niya. Kasi ayaw daw umuwi eh. Nagtatrabaho lagi. Pinagtatrabaho sila. Kaya yun hindi joke yun kay Sherwin. Talagang totoo yun eh. So I would hate to be in his shoes when that happens. It's going to be a nightmare na may mga kasama namin makakasuhan ng kung ano-ano na grabe, ang mabigat siya. Kasi yung issue ng 11-11 na naging 10, naging 12, maging 13-9. Di ba? Yung ganyan, o yung katulad namin, 15. Ano yan? Ika ngayon, napagdaanan ko na yan. Remember, during the time of, after the impeachment of President Erap Estrada,
Yeah.
I was majority leader of Nene Pimentel. after Kit Tatad.
Mm.
And then on the other side, tinatanggal kami nila Frank Drilon. Sila Frank noon, ang majority leader niya siya Kiko, Senator Francis Pangilinan, and thereafter si Loren. 11-11 yun. 11-11 yun. Pagkatapos, nakaupo kami nila Senator Pimentel after the impeachment. Di kami matanggal. Kaso nagkaroon ng problema. Si Bong Revilla, kinausap ni Ramon Revilla, lumipat kung sa kanila. So, sila yung nakabuo at kami nabawasan. So, nangyari na ito. Nakita ko na ito. This has happened before.
Okay. Lastly, pero itong ginawa ni Alan Peter Cayetano, have you seen anything close to this? Yung talagang na-paralyze yung Senate session, na-hostage yung Senate session because of one man. Tapos kabila yung mga skandalo since May 11.
Never. It has never happened. Ito, akala ko from 1992 up to the present, na ako yung pinaka-longest serving senator. Akala ko na experience ko na lahat eh. I was wrong. Iba ito. Ito yung pinaka mabigat na nakita ko na actuation ng leadership or ng isang senador. Mabigat ito. And this will go down into history. This will never be forgotten by our people. Believe me.
And ito, very final na po, no? What lesson can be drawn out of this? Dito sa episode involving Alan Peter Cayetano, how do you solve a problem like Alan Peter Cayetano?
Patriotism. That is the way to solve it. Stick to your principles. Stick to your loyalty to your country and your service to the people. And that was what the 11 of us did. And now Senator Escudero has done. And hopefully there will be other members of the Senate who will call or who will answer the call of duty and not the call of one man.